Welcome back for part 2 of our Trompe L'oeil Hands project. So part 2 is going to be all about filling in those lines with contrasting colors. Contrasting colors, or high contrast colors, are colors that are opposites. One is really, really dark, one is really, really light. In this case, it's black and white. You could also use complementary colors, which are colors that are opposites on the color wheel, like red and green, blue and orange, yellow and purple. They would work too. I only have a Sharpie here with me right now, so that is why I am using a Sharpie to fill in every other space, creating an A-B pattern with my Sharpie between the black and the white of the paper. So I'm just going to continue doing that right now in time lapse to speed things up a little bit. I'm coloring every other space black and leaving the other spaces white, the white of the paper. Alright, this looks pretty good the way it is, but I think I'm going to push things a little bit further and add a shadow at the base of the hand. That's really going to push that idea of three-dimensional form and make that hand really kind of pop out and show its dimension. So all I'm simply going to do is use my pencil here. I'm going to grip it at the back, and I'm going to use the side of the pencil. I'm not using the tip. I'm using the side because that is where I can create a really soft edge and create a nice little shadow at the edge of the hand and the fingers. So I'm just very lightly kind of building up some layers with the graphite and the pencil, and I'm going to do that the whole way around the hand until I build up a nice value and a nice shadow there. You can already start to see it starting to come out. But I'm still not done. After I go around my entire hand with this pencil and a little bit of that shadow, I'm actually going to use my finger and smudge and smear some of that pencil graphite so that it creates a really nice soft shadow. It's really important to keep in mind that when you are creating your shadow, you are using very light pressure with your hand and your pencil. You're not pressing hard because the harder you press, the darker that color is going to be, and it's going to be kind of a harsh looking shadow if you press too hard. We want this shadow to be gradual and soft. We don't want this shadow to be too harsh. So use very light pressure when you're building up your shadow layers. All right, and the last step is to use a finger and just gently and softly smudge and smear that pencil. Your finger might get a little bit messy, but trust me, it will be 100% worth it. So all I'm doing is just gently kind of going around the edges and smearing and smudging that pencil to create a nice soft shadow, a nice blended shadow with that pencil. All right, and there we have it. There is my Trompe L'oeil optical illusion hand complete.